Yes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes, yes. The Dallas Mavericks has defeated the LA Lakers 128 to 110. And the Lakers, of course, they're not eliminated from playing contention, but for the moment, they are in the 11th spot in the West out of the play-in altogether, which is what, me as a Laker fan want. This is what I want. The Lakers are as terrible as they are. They are a terrible team, not good, nothing good about them. Been this way all season long, consistently terrible. And now, since I know they can't compete, since I know they would get to the playoffs and get wiped out and embarrassed, even at full strength with AD, being out of the playoffs is something I want for them altogether. The play-in and the playoffs. They don't deserve to be there. And if they somehow made it there, it would be a shame because it would be tough for me to bear watching them go through what Phoenix or Golden State or Memphis would put them through. So I didn't watch the game. I actually, for a long time ago, months ago, I turned off notifications for the Lakers. I didn't watch the game, but I know Russell played, but LeBron didn't play. I know they got wiped out. I looked at the standings and saw that they dropped, tie with the Spurs for the play-in spot, but the Spurs hold a tiebreaker because I think they have a better conference record, or they've beaten the Lakers more times this year than the Lakers have beaten them. But yeah, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. Let the Spurs go get embarrassed by Phoenix. Let any other person but the Lakers. The Lakers need to be as far away from the playoffs as they can. They do not need to be anywhere around the NBA playoffs. LeBron James looks like he's probably going to shut it down the rest of the season. Again, it's all about the offseason now to see what they're going to do to try and come back next year. I don't know what the future holds. But this season was just a disappointment. I'm not saying anything differently than what you've previously heard me say while doing a video talking about the LA Lakers. So this season has been a major disappointment. The Lakers, for the moment, are not in the play-in position, and let's just hope it stays that way. They do not catch fire like the Hunger Games, and they just stay out the way and let those other teams fight for the right to lose in the first round to the Grizzlies or the Suns or whatever happens. Because this team is atrocious, even at full strength. We've seen what they've looked like, and it just would not be a pleasant sight. It would not be a pleasant sight. LeBron is probably going to shut it down for the rest of the season. Who cares? AD probably won't come back. He probably shouldn't. Russ is playing his final few games in the purple and old. A lot of guys are. A lot of these guys won't be back. I expect Melo will probably be somewhere. I don't think he'll retire. He'll probably be in Brooklyn or something, or Philly next year. Probably playing with KD or Embiid. It's seriously been the worst season in Laker history for me. 82 points in a half, the second most ever given up by the Lakers in a half in their franchise history. Major expectations coming into the season to a team that's not even a play-in team, not anywhere near a playoff team. The only reason the Clippers are where they are is because they don't have Kawhi and Paul George. And looking at them, they are right in the middle of the pack in terms of their record. I know they're like on a 5-game slide, but they have been right in the middle of the pack. And it just goes to show how great of a coach Tyronn Lue is, and how, had they had their best two players all season, they would be, I think, the top contenders for the championship. This is a team that beat Utah 4 times in a row after Kawhi Leonard went down. So that's just my opinion on that. But the Lakers, what else do we say? What else do we say about the Lakers, people? The only thing I can say now is that I am rejoicing because they will not be making the playoffs, and I don't want them to make the play-in. So for the moment, the Spurs have that 10th spot, play-in spot. And like I said, it's just a shame that this team is not even a play-in team. Their record is 31-44. They're not even the opposite. Even if they were 44-31, we would still be looking at this saying, this is weird. This is weird. How are they, it would still feel weird to me. But things are looking good. things are looking good because they have Utah Thursday in Utah. I mean, would it really matter if the game was in LA? So they have Utah in Utah in their final 6 games. They got at Pelicans, home against the Nuggets, home at the Suns. That's an automatic L. All of these are automatic L's. At the Warriors should be an automatic L, but if there's one team the Lakers can beat, that's good. It's probably Golden State. The Thunder, we've seen the Lakers against the Thunder this year. Thunder came back from 26 and 19 down in 2 separate games and beat the Lakers. And they end against the Nuggets. So this is a recipe of them not making it to the playoffs. And let's just hope it stays that way. Let's look at the Spurs' final 7 games real quick. The Spurs have the Grizzlies next. Damn it. Come on, Spurs. We pulling for you. Then they got the Blazers. They got the Blazers twice in a row. Okay, they could win those games. Then they got the Nuggets, Timberwolves, Warriors, Mavericks. So this favors San Antonio. So let's just hope it stays that way. I just wanted to give a quick update on that. Something you probably already know, but that's just my perspective. Appreciate you guys for taking the time to hear me out on this one. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all soon.